Hey my friends, welcome back to Rosie's Creative Flings. So as you see, I'm holding a shoebox, sneaker box, and so I was planning to do my second ephemera box, and I almost started doing it, but I figured I will record it and bring you guys along so you can see how I did the first one. This box is a little bit bigger than the first one. Because the first one was my daughter's box, as you can see, so it's a bit smaller. So this was my daughter's box, and so this is my box. And so I am going to start making a box. So you will need something like this. I mean, you can create your own box too if you want, with chipwood and or stuff like that. I did enforce it a little bit in the inside. I am gonna take off the lid. You don't have to take off the lid. If you have a box like this, similar to this, you can keep it and just close your ephemera in there. But I prefer to have that, not have the lid, where some ephemera could stick out and I could just see what I have. It makes it easier for me. So I'm going to remove the lid. I am going to decorate the box. And then I'm going to do the dividers. So to do the dividers, what I use for my first box is, let me just move this here. This chipwood here. This is a thicker chipwood. It's not bendable. It's very sturdy. It bends this way, but it's very hard. Very sturdy. So that is what I use for the dividers here. Of course, you have to cut it down to the size that you want it. A good thing to do is just measure it this way, or you can just mark it and cut that part off, and that will be a good way to measure it. And then you measure it this way, of course. So for me to cut this, I had to use a industrial, kind of more heavier guillotine that I was able to get from my job, because this chipwood, I cannot cut it with my regular guillotine because it'll mess it up. I don't think that it'll cut through it, but I'm gonna put a photo on the screen where you can see the guillotine that I'm talking about. So that's the only guillotine that will cut this type of chipboard. So that's for the dividers. And then I also had to use this more flimsier cardboard, because this is what I'm going to use to make the part that's going to hold in the, that's going to attach to the box, where it's going to hold the divider in place. So I had to cut this chipboard into the pieces here, and I already did everything for the sake of the video. I didn't want to make this video too long, so 1.5 inches is all you need. Of course, the same size as the chipboard there. So you measure and you cut it the same size as the chipboard, and you're gonna get and you're gonna need quite a few of these. So I cut out quite a few. And then you also need to score them in the middle so that you can bend this way. So as I'm using it, you'll get the idea of why I need these. So what I had in mind is, so here are my chipboards that I cut out already. It's going to be exactly the same as the first one I did. So I'm going to do something like that. And then I'm going to be doing two like this. Of course, bringing this closer, and then the divider in the middle there. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, and the divider in the middle to have 2 more. So it's a total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little sections there, the same as I did the first one. I can also do both of them like this, but I don't know if I want to do that. I did cut out 2, so I don't know. Maybe I will do something like this. where I'll have just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe I'll do that. I don't know. Yeah, so that's my idea. So these are the chipboard. I just cut them out. I have this ready to go. The smaller pieces that's gonna hold the chipboard in place. And that's pretty much it, guys. So you'll need something sturdy. You could probably use regular cardboard, but you would have to manipulate it so that it stays sturdy within the box. And for these pieces here, you don't have to use this. You can use tape by itself, but I prefer these because they're gonna make your sections more sturdier. So you can use tape like this here to hold your corners together. You can just put the tape along the side and put it in, and it'll probably hold pretty good, but I wanted the chipboard because I think it's going to be sturdy and it won't move, and I'm going to be doing that with glue. So, okay guys, so I'm going to start putting the box together. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will be also covering the whole box, okay? So I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you, if I don't see you at the ending, I'll see you soon, okay guys? Okay, so we're gonna begin. Okay, so here is the box with the dividers. I'm letting it dry just a little bit more, and then I'm going to start decorating the box. So as you can see, it is not hard at all to do this. Also, you have the choice that you can decorate the panels or the dividers before you put them in. I'm not doing that because I don't feel that it's necessary. I don't think you're going to see much of it once you start putting your ephemera in there, so I'm not doing that. But of course, you can definitely decorate or cover the dividers before you put them into the box, if that's something that you will want to do, and also cover the inside of the box, or you can even paint it too, but I choose not to do that. So I'm just going to let it dry just a little bit more, and then I'm going to start designing the box. So I see these little flaps here that bother me. I'm going to put a little bit of tape on that. And I'm going to use this tape here that I love. I use this for my journals. I bought this tape on Amazon. Right now, off the top of my head, I don't remember the name, but if you're interested, let me know. I can link this tape down below. It's a really good tape. I used it for to support some of the spines on my journals, and of course for many other things. So I'm just taking cutting 4 pieces so I can just tape down this little divider here. That I don't like that, so it's going to be just like that. I'm going to do it on this side. And this side. And that is that right there. Okay, so I think this should be dry by now. And there you go. So you see, I feel like the cardboard that I use for the makes this part here very, very sturdy. There's no budging that. There's no moving that. See that? So I feel that tape right here. You can also use some sort of strong tape like this one, but I don't know if it's probably going to move a little bit. I mean, I'm sure it'll work, but if you want something to be really sturdy like this, you would have to use some type of cardboard to hold the edges down like that, you see? Okay, so now we are going to, I'm going to decorate the box, and for that I'm going to use a lot of my scraps here because this has gotten so packed, like I can't fit any more in here, so I'm going to try to get rid of some of this scrap, and I'm just going to go randomly and just collage. So I think I want to cover the edges here. I'm going to cut this a little bit. So I am going to speed up the video because this video will be super long if I don't speed it up. So I'm just going to cut this real quick. Where did I look? Okay. I'm just going to put this on the borders. I mean on the corners of the box. And then I'll just, as I go, I'll just keep taking pieces out of the box set. Okay, so I feel like I need to cover the, so I'm just gonna cut some pieces off here.